Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy CV with another reaction video. Since we did Shane nor Macdonald back to back, no one requested this. YouTube suggested this on my timeline, and it is reaction to the Shane Gillis ESPN monologue by The View. I didn't even know this existed until, like I said, it's just there. So since we did both of those reactions, why not just react to this? Before we start, I'll tell you this. One thing I don't like to talk about, I guess I'm old school. Religion is one thing I don't talk about just because people can't handle it today. Back in the day, you really didn't know my religion. Back in the day, you really didn't know who I voted for. And you also didn't know how much money I made. And everything I do in my bedroom, none of your business. Those are 4 things we did back in the day. You don't need to know who I voted for. You don't really need to know who I prayed for. Certainly you don't need to know what I do in my bedroom with my wife or your husband. 100% we don't know how much you make too. Like, that was a thing too. Like, it was like a rude thing to ask somebody how much you made or who you voted for. Like, that was a thing. And to me, that was cool because those 4 things, put it aside. Let's focus on why we're friends, right? We like video games. We like sports. You're into aircraft. So am I. Those type of things. That's what kept people together, having fun. But today you walk around with a tag on your shirt saying, I'm a cat. And if I don't respect that you're a cat, you ain't going to be my friend. And then I have to tell you who I date. You want to know who I work for, how much money I make, and who I voted for. No, that's none of your business. It's like, why is that? Why are people even having that as a conversation? You know what I mean? But anyways, so yeah, let's react to this, man. Let's get this to 50 likes if we can. Appreciate y'all. Like I said, I don't do this politics stuff, but let's listen what these women got to say, man. And I don't watch their show, so this is the first time I'm even watching The View, bro. I know who they are. I just never watched them in my life.
The biggest superstars in sports were in attendance at the ESPY Awards last night, hosted by comedian Shane Gillis, who got a mixed reaction from the crowd. Take a look.
Donald Trump wants to stage a UFC fight on the White House lawn. The last time he staged a fight in D.C., Mike Pence almost died. No, you don't have to do that. It was fine. I didn't write it. Actually, there was supposed to be an Epstein joke here, but as it got deleted. A bookie is what Bill Belichick reads to his girlfriend before bedtime.
Yo, I just listened to those 3 jokes. That is such a lightweight of a joke, to be honest with you.
They do. They read The Very Horny Caterpillar, The Little Engine That Could But Needed a Pill First.
Wait, did they just... Ooh? You got to be kidding me. Okay.
Look at Whoopi.
That was
Yeah,
bad?
hosting an award show is a tough game.
It really is.
Yeah, and so I'll ask you, you think he read that
That's
room correctly?
crazy.
No.
He did?
Basically, when you do an awards show, they're there to hear their name called. They are not there to laugh, number one. So his...
In the first, no, I'll amend that.
Yeah.
The first 5 minutes is for you, whoever the host is. The first 5 minutes of any award show is for you to get to know the audience. And the rest of that time, people want to know, did I win?
Yeah.
That's what that's what they want to know. And you watch all the shows, they're like this. But
What? Okay. Let me just say this. This is so stupid. I'm sorry. So they hire a comedian to host. You know, if I go look for a job right now, you know what they're going to do? They're going to look up my background. Right? They don't just go, you're hired. They look up my background. You're telling me they don't know who Shane Gillis is? You're telling me that they don't know Shane Gillis does one of the best impressions when it comes to Donald Trump? Are you telling me that you didn't see him on his own show making fun of Hitler, dressed like Hitler? This is like me hiring a chef for maybe the after party, and then he cooks noodles. You're going to be upset, right? You expect him to be top chef. That's why he's hired. You don't expect him to cook noodles. So, first of all, hold on, wait. Isn't ESPN parent company, Disney. And I'm looking at the bottom here, it says ABC. The View's on ABC. The same parent company. The company you work for hired him. What are we talking about? This is so... this is stupid. This is why I don't like to... Anyways, let's just go. This is so stupid.
But you know, stand-up comedy, I don't do it any... I mean, I don't know how much you're doing.
Well, you're different.
I put my creativity into my plays now. Because it's one of the hardest things that you do. I did it for 30 years. It's so hard. It's like a high wire act. And I always say it's like I'm on the stage naked, everybody else has clothes. That's how it feels.
Wow.
But I wonder. It's subjective.
I sometimes wonder if it is received different in the room because I didn't see those clips. It looked like the audience didn't love it, but I saw online he seemed like he was getting a ton of praise. So I wonder if he was performing more for the audience at home. And I'll say this, I think Shane Gillis is very funny, but I watch him like I watch horror movies like this because I'm like, what is he going to say? Is it going to make me deeply uncomfortable or am I going to laugh hysterically?
Isn't that what comedy's about, though? Comedy should make you feel uncomfortable. Sadly, comedy has truth in it. And I've said 1,000 times, that's what makes it funny because someone can relate to it. Now, there is pushing it a little bit. There is. Like, somebody just passed away, let's say yesterday, and you're going at this person and you're going at this family. Maybe not the right time, right? I mean, even some stereotypes have a little truth in it, even though I'm not saying it's like funny, but even some stereotypes is a little bit funny, man. I'm just saying. I don't know, man. If I'm going to a comedy show, I expect comedy. You know, there is pushing the envelope sometimes. You just got to be careful with it. But we're talking about Shane right now. What Shane did was softball.
He is known for pushing the line. Like, he's gotten himself in trouble before. But I think we say it all the time. Comedians have to be able to go there to keep comedy authentic, and especially in moments when you need it more.
We are the first line of defense against tyranny. And all of this, you can't squelch the comedians. Don't do it.
You know what's funny? I bet you she loved Don Rickles. I bet you she did. Like, come on,
mistake, because they will go after you.
Is it Don Rickles?
But one thing he did that I didn't like, and that was he said, I didn't write that joke. Never do that. Johnny Carson was on the air for, I don't know, 100 years.
Yo, I didn't write that joke. To me, that is a joke. Shane saying, yo, I didn't write that joke. To me, that is the joke. You're just overthinking it. That is the joke.
Never once
Sorry if I'm getting loud.
Say the writer wrote that bad joke that I just bombed with.
And if you watch,
that's bad form.
I watched.
She's watching it with a whole different lens. She's coming from I don't want to say hateful place, but she's coming from a place where I'm gonna watch it. I'm not gonna enjoy it because I know he pushes the envelope, right? That's her mindset. But to me, when he said, I didn't write that joke, that is the joke. Whether it's true or not, that is the joke. You're a comedian for 30 years. You just said it yourself, lady. You should understand that.
The whole clip and couldn't figure out, like, it's hit and miss. It's a little like you're looking between your, eyes. He uses that line, like, I didn't write it. That was a bad joke.
That's a mistake.
What I realized is overall,
I think
first
that's
of all,
the joke.
If you're going to push the envelope, be brilliant and own the stage. Like a Dave Chappelle can deliver things that I feel dirty laughing at. Like he is so, but he's in charge. Like he's literally in charge. What I felt about.
What? Dave Chappelle did a skit of a black dude who was blind but didn't know he was black, and he was a racist. What are you talking about, Green Blazer? What? Dave Chappelle? What? Have you seen Dave Chappelle skits? It is worse than what Shane just did. If anybody's gonna bang hers, if anybody's gonna bang my sister, it's gonna be me. That's Dave Chappelle's skits. Like, what is she talking about? Did we forget that? I love Dave Chappelle. I think listen, I didn't watch a lot of Dave Chappelle's show when it was on Comedy Central. Boy, did I miss a gem. But I forgot the character's name that he played was, the black man who was blind and he was a racist, but they never told him he was black. Bro, that is hilarious. I'm sorry, that is funny, but what is she talking about? That skit is worse than whatever Shane did that day.
Shane, and every time I watch him, I can feel his nerves. He has tics that say, like, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, over and over. It's like in a speech.
Well,
and then he keeps saying, well, the problem is, though, still, if he then maybe redirected, because there were moments.
I know I should let it play, but it's just like I can't because she's talking about his tics. He's nervous. That's his shtick. Isn't that what comedians call it? Shtick. Some people have a cigarette. Andrew Dice Clay didn't that was his thing, right? Norm Macdonald's got that. That's his thing. Like, what are we talking about? They're picking apart at the person and trying to study the joke instead of just like, yo, just enjoy the moment. They're not doing that. I think I reacted to it. I didn't see it, right? So my reaction was the first time, but I didn't have a lens on where I was like, oh my God. Like, no, just let it be. And just, if you like it, you like it.
That's where you could give some genuine shout outs, like where you call out some of the amazing greats in that room without a joke following everyone. He had to be.
Green Blazer, the shout out shouldn't come from him. The shout out comes from the award that you win. That's your shout out. Who the hell is Shane Gillis to give you a shout out for you to be like, thank you, Shane. Oh my God. He's just a comedian. Not everybody knows Shane. Do you know what the shout out and the love and the respect comes from? When you win. I don't know who votes. If it's your peers, what your peers voted for you in this category, you're amazing. That is your shout out. I don't expect Shane to give you a shout out. Like, what are we doing? He's a comedian, bro.
I can feel his nerves. He has tics that say like, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
I don't want to get too excited. My bad.
Well, and then he keeps saying, well, the problem is though, still, if he then maybe redirected, because there were moments where you could give some genuine shout outs, like where you call out some of the amazing greats in that room without a joke following everyone. He had to be starstruck. I was starstruck looking at who was there. Call out a couple, quiet moments.
Well, you have to know how to work the room. I don't know if he was
struggling with
how
the room.
to do that. A lot of people.
Maybe
I couldn't do it first and foremost.
Maybe I missed it because I thought some of it was funny.
Yeah,
the Epstein joke. He said, I guess it got deleted. Probably deleted itself, right? Probably never existed, actually. Let's move on as a country and ignore that. I thought that was funny, and he actually poked fun at Aaron Rodgers
the story too. In order to get that joke.
I think
who doesn't know the story today about? Who does not know? Maybe my 2-month nephew. Maybe my 2-year-old or 2-month-old nephew don't know about Epstein. What are we talking about here? Maybe my grandmother, who's 96. Oh my God.
Right? Probably never existed, actually. Let's move on as a country and ignore that. I thought that was funny, and he actually poked fun at Aaron Rodgers
the story
too.
In order to get that joke.
I think
everybody knows about the Epstein story.
Everybody never make that assumption. The audience doesn't read what you read.
No, but
you made the assumption that he's on stage nervous and gotta read the room. You made that assumption. When he said the joke. Well, I said it's a joke when he said I didn't write that. You're making an assumption. Instead of just enjoying the joke, you're making an assumption. Lady, you can't say we're making assumptions that everybody knows it. Everybody knows what's going on with the Epstein. If they have 2 brain cells, even if you don't watch the news like myself, I don't really watch the news. But if you go to TikTok, it's there. You go to Instagram, it's there. It's on your feed. If you're not talking about it, your friend is talking about it. If your friend is not talking about it, your wife's friends is talking about it. What is she talking about? I don't know. I'm getting excited because it's just it's weird to me. This is not the type of stuff I react to. Cause this should be funny. I still think it's funny just listening to her, especially her name is Joy. Is that her name, Joy? Because she don't seem like she's a joy to be around. I'm going to be honest with you.
Shane Gillis is kind of part of...
assumption.
Sorry, I know, I'm talking a lot.
No, but Shane Gillis is kind of part of... I don't like using these terms like the manosphere, comedy. He's in a crowd, a lot of MAGA guys follow him.
Is that a real word, manosphere?
I think it is, but I hate using it.
Yeah. What is it?
I'm not a mega guy. I'm not. I like Shane Gillis. Just because he voted for Trump don't mean I have to hate him. I can say, hey, Shane, I just don't like that decision. Now, if I think Shane is a bad guy and I know him 101, then I'll distance myself from him yo, bro. You see what I'm saying? And plus, let's say he is a mega guy, right? He does make fun of Trump. He does have one of the best impersonation of Trump around. He makes fun of the guy. I'm just saying, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Manosphere like comedy, like he's in a crowd. A lot of MAGA guys follow him.
Is that a real word? Manosphere?
I think it is, but I hate using it.
Yeah.
Manosphere.
What is it? See,
Where
this
white
how
guys
far back-
exist.
The people who follow him definitely knew that.
Manosphere is a white guy thing?
Definitely mad about Epstein.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Manosphere.
The manosphere.
Is that only white men?
No, but it's
Wait.
it is straight men. He's straight.
Oh wait. So wait. We're talking about jokes. Now we're talking about a group of white men and straight men. So I'm not a white guy. So because I'm straight, now you're putting me in there too. I'm just a fan, but don't put me under this category that I've never heard of. Stratosphere? What is it called?
Sphere.
The manosphere.
Is that only
Manosphere?
white men?
No, but it is straight men. He's straight men humor.
Straight guys.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Maybe I'm stupid. You guys let me know. Maybe I am stupid. I don't want to get anybody upset. I just don't like people that know me in real life knows. Like I hate titles because it puts a ceiling on you as a person. Like if somebody eats cushions, there's a name for it, so it makes that person feel better. I would look at that person. Look, you shouldn't be eating couch cushions. Let's see why you're doing that. There's some chemical imbalance going on in your brain that you think eating couch cushions is okay. So let's look into that. Let's talk to the right people. Let's get you help. Instead of saying, like, when you give a name to the people who eat couch cushions, another one comes out like, oh, yeah, I'm that name. And then thing, you know, you don't solve anything. I don't like titles. So when you give the... Bro,
Straight guys were all manosphere.
The manosphere.
Is that only white men?
No, but it is straight men. He's straight men humor.
Straight guys.
Yeah.
You know, straight guys.
Hey, a straight man who does comedian has never made fun of like gays or lesbians. I've seen lesbians and gay men who are comedians make fun of straight. Like I've never seen a comedian who's gay, straight, or lesbian or bisexual, whatever you are, go, oh, I can't make that joke because I'm a straight man. This is only for straight men. Like, if you're funny, you're funny. In my opinion, the best comedian don't really have a fan type. Like, you just have all kinds of people, black, white, women, men. Like, I don't know, man. See, I can't stand when you put a ceiling on things.
Guys were always funny.
Straight
Exactly.
women,
Not all of them.
Yeah. You know, straight guys were always funny.
Not all of them.
Not all of them.
Cool.
Yeah.
The best audience.
When I was a kid, they were always funny. They were always funny. But, you know,
Well,
I guess
talking
white
about,
guys have changed.
We're talking about John Rickles. She's talking about Don Rickles and George Carlin.
I'm talking about
George Carlin.
You know,
Yes,
these
very
are
funny.
straight white guys, and you know, I guess when you know how to do the material, you can make it work.
Yeah.
You can make it work without it being offensive and terrible. So what do I know? I'm a used to be.
No, he's good.
I don't know. I guess this is for the white guys that watches me. White man comedy has changed. George Carlin was on a different plateau. What are we talking about? That's why George is great. George was different. Don Rickles. I saw a couple of things in Don Rickles. I'm talking about old Don Rickles. But then again, I think Don Rickles always been old to me. Is that just me? So I only saw a couple of interviews with him. I need to watch his stand-up. People talk about him a lot. He was his own thing. Jerry Seinfeld. I know a lot of people who just like Jerry Seinfeld will put me to sleep. I like the Seinfeld show. I never watched on his stand-up. I think his show was amazing. These just all different white dudes comedian. What do we? I'm confused. Anyways, man. So this is why I don't like to talk about politics, religions, things like that. Look, this was supposed to be comedy. I kind of got sucked in, paused a little bit. I got loud. I didn't really let the video play. But if Shane crossed the line, in my opinion, I would have said it. Now, that does not mean that I support everything that Shane does. No. If Shane is an ass, you're an ass. Doesn't matter if I love your comedy. But when you're on stage and you do your job to the best of your ability, and I'm like, you know what? That was good. I'm going to say it was good. If Shane crosses the line, at least for me, not thinking for anyone else, for me, I'll say, you know what? That was a little bit too far. I would say, I'm not afraid to. I don't give a damn about Shane. He don't know me. I don't know him. I don't know. It's just, I don't know, man. I thought the view was just like, hey, the company you guys work for, the parent company, Disney, right? ABC. That I think it's the same company. What are we talking about? Your parent company hired the guy. You think they wanted some safe comedy that night? You don't think? Here's the funny thing. I'm going to hire Shane. I know Shane's background. You think somebody at Disney didn't go over his jokes? You think Disney just said, go out there, Shane. Whatever you wrote, we'll go with it. Did anybody get fired? Did the writers get fired? Did Shane get fired? Like, what are we talking about? Somebody looked at that and approved it. By Disney. What are we talking about? Anyways, man, if there's more on Shane, let's go. If there's more on The View, keep it to yourself. I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm joking. Look, man, I love these ladies, man. You can have a difference of opinion. I really don't care. I just thought it was weird because I think her name is Joy. You've done 30 years. It's not your style of comedy. I get it. But, you know, everybody got their style. And then I just don't like when you say, oh, white man is this, straight man is this. It's like, I don't care what kind of man you are. Like, you could be gay. I don't give a damn. You don't have to tell me you're gay every 10 seconds. If you're gay and you're a friend of mine, I don't care. Are you an asshole? Are you a terrible person? Are you, do you help me in my life? Are you good to your family? Are you a family person? That's what I care about. I don't give a damn what you do when you get home, bro. This video should not been this long. I'm sorry, man. And I don't want to give my opinions on, like I said, politics, religion. I almost went there. So let's leave it alone, man. Anyways, if there's more stuff on Shane, some funny stuff, George Carlin, put in the comment section below. We'll get to it, man. Anyways, keep your head up. Love you guys always, man. Till next time. Peace.